Jingle bell.
Hey guys, it's day 3 of Jazzymas and I am back with another tutorial. I'm going to show you how I paint skin digitally. So let's just get started. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is brushes. So the first brush that I use is this brush right here. I use this for the base. And then I have 2 airbrushes. The first one is kind of like a hard airbrush, and then the second one is like a soft airbrush. The majority of the time I do use a soft airbrush for the shadows and the skin and all the shadows. I really use the hard one, but I just wanted to show you anyways. And I also wanted to show you the difference between the hard and the soft. As you can see, the right one looks softer than the other one. So the next thing that I use, or brush that I use, is the blending brush. It looks like this, and it just used to blend. So I use this to blend only the first layer of the skin. To blend the rest, I just switch between using the eyedroppers tool and whatever brush that I'm using at the time, which is probably the watercolor and the airbrush tool. I switch between those two because when I paint, I like to have that soft look. And also with this brush as well, the watercolor brush, I use this for all the details and for the details in the eyes, details in the hair, just details in general. And so yeah, those are all the brushes that I use. Now on to painting the skin. The process of how I paint skin is very simple, very easy. So first I just go in with that brush I showed you, the first brush, and I paint the base. So then I go in with the airbrush, the soft airbrush, and I shade. And then I'm just blending it out, making sure it looks the way I want it to, and that's pretty much what I do for the first part. I only use the blending brush or blending tool when it's the first layer only, and then I use the Alt. I hold down the Alt button or Option key, and the Alt basically picks up colors. The eyedrop tool picks up colors that are in the drawing, so it's easier to blend. So that now that I talked about the brushes and what I use them for, I kind of really don't know what to talk about. So I wanted to discuss how to pick skin colors, because I used to struggle with that a lot, and I still do now. I'm still better than I was before in the past, but basically, if you're looking at the color wheel, you'll see that on the left side is all the dark values, and on the left side it's all the saturated colors, and in the middle, or when you go up on the color wheel, that's when it gets lighter, and when you go down, that's when it gets darker, or desaturated down, and up, that's saturated. So when picking colors, I go to it's hard to describe this in words, but I go to the right and up, and then when I'm shading, I go just move it over slightly to the left and down. Hopefully that makes sense. I probably will make a tutorial on how to pick colors for skin once I get the hang of it a little bit better. But yeah, I used to struggle with picking colors a lot, and it used to turn out very, very muddy and ugly. So I think I have improved on picking colors for the skin. So I used to go with the grayscale method and then shade and add colors from there. I had a few videos about that on my channel, but I don't use that method anymore because at first I felt like it was very slow. I mean, at first I felt like it was fast, but now I feel like it's slow. So I like this method a lot better. So yeah, that's pretty much how I paint skin. I just have a base, go in the shadows with the airbrush tool, and add the details with the watercolor brush. And that's basically my process for everything. And for blending, I use the blend tool for the base layer and for adding small details, and then for the rest of the shading I used the eyedropper tool. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on Monday. Bye.